Alright, I hope it's working. Yes, it's working. I've tried to record 4 times now and it won't just record. So hi. The background's a little bit different, as you can see. I'm sitting in this big green chair. I got it for Christmas and I'm absolutely loving it. Nice and comfy. The jacket and the t-shirt I bought myself, but my t-shirt's a little wet. It's okay. Well, I was originally just going to do a plain book haul, but I realized that I can't really haul 4 books, so it's going to be my to-read list / a book haul. So that, yeah, just because I figured that way maybe I could get some reviews on some of this stuff beforehand. So the first book, I just bought this the other day, well, this yesterday actually, is called The Perks of Being a Wallflower. And I've been looking to read this book, so this was definitely on my to-read list. So I'm looking forward to that. And I'm trying to make a space here. Oh no! The book I'm currently reading just fell. And the next book I got was The Casual Vacancy by J.K. Rowling, and I was also very excited to read this. I even like the little thingy on the back. But, this was something I've been looking forward to for a very long time. Because I heard she was writing a new one, and I'm like, she better come out with this soon, I have to read this. And then I never actually got in line and, went to the release or anything like that, which I should have, and I was killing myself that I didn't. So... or it was killing me that I didn't, rather. So yeah, I'm very excited to read this. The next one on my haul is / to read is The Hobbit. And I liked this cover. This is the 57th anniversary edition. And I want to see the movie, but I don't want to see the movie without reading the book. That's why, that's same with Perks of Being a Wallflower. And, I want to see the movie because Martin Freeman's in it, and he's amazing. And so I'm looking forward to reading that. I've been looking to get into the Lord of the Rings for a long time, and I just haven't actually bought the books yet, so... This one I've already read, but I've also bought this year. I haven't bought many books this year, except textbooks and whatever, but this is Martha Grimes' The Blue Last. This is a really good book. It's just about a guy named Richard Jury, who is a superintendent over at Scotland Yard. So sorry. That was rather disturbing. Alright. Anyway. And basically, The Blue Last is a pub, and it just kind of centers around the past of this pub and the people who originally ran it, and one of the guys winds up being murdered, and it's just it's a very good murder mystery, though. I've already read it, and it was very good. The plot twist at the end was incredible. I suggest reading all of these. It's a series of 22 books, and they're amazing books, and I suggest reading them because they're fantastic. Alright, we'll actually just put that one over here. And then the next one I have isn't actually mine. I rented this from the library. It is by Ian McEwan, and it's Atonement. I also have the movie that I'm renting from the library, and I'm looking very forward to this because Benedict Cumberbatch is in this movie, and I really wanted to see it. And then I was like, well, I can't read the book or see the movie and not read the book. So I'm gonna read that really quick as well. This next one, these next books I didn't actually buy. Someone gave me most of these. I don't know actually where I got this one. This is called Speak, and I have no idea where I got this book from. But a lot of people, I've seen a lot of raves about this. And I'm looking forward to reading this. I like the cover, it's kind of pretty. And just from what I've read on the back, the little description on the back seems, sorry, my nose itches. This seems interesting. It's basically about a teenager who's an outcast, so I'm looking forward to reading this. And then these next 4 books, I think my dad actually gave me these, and I don't remember where he got these. There's a series about love. It's called Love's Unending Legacy, Love's Unfolding Dream. All those kind of things. And I haven't read Love Takes Wing, Love's Unfolding Dream, Love's Unending Legacy. There's a whole bunch of them. They're movies too. And this is the first one, and they're Christian books. And, well, I'm Christian, so obviously my dad would give me these. But, I don't actually know where he picked these up, to be honest. But I haven't actually gotten around. This was a couple years ago that I got these, and I never actually did get around to reading these. And I might actually sit down and do that eventually. I have a lot of reading to do. You can just wait. And so yeah, I was looking. I've seen the movie, and it's a really good movie. Apparently, they have a surprise child. And it looks kind of interesting. It looks kind of like one of those books that are very, not like feel-good books, but like they have good messages and whatever, yada yada. I think that's the way. This is Love Takes Wing, and this is about somebody. This is about the same thing, actually. Same people, same story, whatever. Well, not same story, but it's all different stories. Each one of these has a different plot line in it, and it's all about the same people, but they're all by Jeanette Oke. And actually, not all of these are part of this series. The Love Comes Softly series. This is actually book 7, and this one's actually book 6. But and those are the only ones I have. The next one, oh, the Lutheran Center bookstore. That's where he got these. Makes sense. I am Lutheran. Actually, all these books in my lap currently are by the same author, by Jeanette Oke. Jeanette Oke. This one's Heart of Wilderness. I don't really know much about these 4 books, to be completely honest. I think they're set in the older times, like early 1900s. So, yeah. And then there's a woman named Demarius, and Too Long a Stranger. This one is the thickest. The other ones aren't this thick, and this isn't even that thick. How long is it? These shouldn't take me too long, because this is the longest one. It's got 300 pages in it. Actually, it's closer to like 303 pages. But still. My pile is slowly growing over there. The next one is actually a textbook. My cousin, like I said, my cousin gave me quite a few of these. He was in honors English. And I started in on this one, but I never did get around to finishing it. And it's the Compact Bedford Introduction to Literature. And it's by Michael Meyer, funny enough. And I was just looking around, and it's got a lot of short stories and stuff in it, so that's why he gave it to me instead of tossing it. Or selling it back, because both of our schools we had to buy our own textbooks. So there's a CD with it, but apparently they never got the CD. So, and I didn't really need the CD anyway, so this should be interesting, because there's a lot of like poetry and short stories and things that I'm really into, so that should be interesting. And it goes really in depth too, like question wise. Most of these next books, actually, I believe I got from my cousin, if not all of them. This one is called Eyes of the Emperor. And this is about someone who lies about his age and joins the United States Army in Honolulu, which is in Hawaii, during 1941, which is World War II. And right as he's joining the army, the Japanese bomb hits Pearl Harbor, and suddenly he's the enemy because he's part Japanese. Oh wow, I haven't read the entire back yet. Apparently they're given a mission to complete because they blend right in, and so I'm kind of looking forward to this. I like fiction, historical fiction, things like that. I'm not good at writing them, but I'm definitely interested in reading some of them, historical fiction novels like that, where they're set in times of like World War II and stuff like that, because they're interesting. And when they're true stories, they're even more interesting. Which I did read one. It was called All But My Life, and that was about a survivor of the Holocaust. So the next one, hi SpongeBob. Sorry, it's a childish moment, but this is called To the Lighthouse by Virginia Woolf. I have no idea what this is about. I know it's a Virginia Woolf book. My dad says she's very dull. But you know what? I know it's based off of her own childhood experiences. So I'm looking forward to reading this, though, because I like the older books as well. I just don't ever get around to reading stuff like this because, like, my teachers never, like, they never assigned cool books like this unless you were an honors kid, because apparently the rest of us aren't smart enough, according to them. So, stupid teachers. I could have been in honors English. That was my part that I wasn't, but that was my fault that I wasn't, but whatever. Okay, this is called Wormwood. I believe it's science fiction. And I haven't... He gave this to me, my cousin. He gave this to me like 2 years ago. And I have no idea. He did tell me what it was about, and he said it was really good. But I never really got into it because I never picked it up. I just didn't have the time because I was a sophomore in high school when he gave this to me, I believe. So he gave me this whole stack of books and then goes, hey, you know those books I gave you? And I was like, yeah. He goes, keep them. So, hey. He gave me this huge stack of books to read, and then I took them with me, and then he just said to keep them. Ooh, my goodness. Okay. I love to read, so I'm looking forward to slowly demolishing this pile of books. The next one is called The Importance of Being Earnest. And this is by Oscar Wilde. My dad said this one was pretty dull. This could get dull, too. This is a play, I believe, by the looks of it. It's written in script form, so... But I've never really... Like I said, I never got into this because in regular English classes, they don't get into this stuff. Private school or not, they don't get into this stuff. So... yeah, I'm looking forward to reading this. King Lear, did I grab it? Oh, I did. Sweet. The next one is also by Oscar Wilde. It's The Picture of Dorian Gray. And this is an actual novel, obviously, if you've ever read it. And I'm looking forward to reading this as well. Because people make references and stuff. Like, I watch a lot of English television, and they make a lot of references to this stuff. And so I feel really dumb when I don't know. Or, like I'd like to get into Shakespeare more as well. So... The next one is by Joseph Conrad. It's called Heart of Darkness. And you notice a lot of these books are really thin. And this is... Apparently Joseph Conrad is Polish by birth. Didn't know that. And I don't know exactly what this is about. On these books, these tell you nothing. It just tells you that it's ranked is a landmark of modern fiction. It is a book no serious student of literature can afford to miss. Well, I like literature, so I'm not going to miss this book. So, I don't know what it's about, so we'll have to find out in my book reviews. The next one is King Lear. And I was looking to read some more Shakespeare, so I'm glad he gave this to me. Even though I'm really bad at understanding Shakespeare. I can go in like SparkNotes and stuff if I ever do get confused. And there's always the little footnotes and stuff at the bottom, so that actually helps. So, because we read Macbeth, and that was interesting. That was hard to do, but I liked it. I mean, so King Lear, I'm looking forward to this, very much so. The next one, next set of 3, because that's what I grabbed, is called The Red Badge of Courage. And this is basically about, to be completely honest, I have no idea. So far what I've read is all about Stephen Crane's life in the beginning of the book, because it gives you that. And it's about the American Civil War. That's what I know. And I guess, and my cousin really liked this book, and like I said, I like war stories like this. So preferably, I prefer like murder mysteries and stuff like that. But this should be good. My dad absolutely loved this book, he said. So he said Little Women is a book that every little girl should read, and this is a book that every boy should read growing up. So I'll read that one instead. The next one is Frankenstein by Mary Shelley, and I was looking forward to reading this one as well, especially when I found out my favorite actor, Benedict Cumberbatch, was in the play. And because I was really curious about what it was about. Okay, I have a price sticker for a tote bag. For literally tote bag backpack. And Norman's, I don't even know where this is at. A tote bag backpack. Tote bag backpack. That's complicated. Alright, but yeah, this is, I think everybody knows what Frankenstein is about. But I'm very, very much excited to read this. I have been... This is one of those books that are really something it's you want to read, but nobody's ever willing to get it for you because you're like 12 when you see it. And same thing with Dracula. I've kind of always wanted to read Dracula too. This one is called The House of Dyes Dreer, and I think I've read this before, to be honest. My cousin had this, and I'm not exactly sure what this is about, to be honest. Daniel Carpenter. Okay. That's weird. Some random guy named Daniel and you stole my book. Well, anyway, I'm looking forward to it. I think I've read this before, but I don't remember how much of this I read. So, let's see how much of this I remember when I reread it. The next one, the next one is called The Things They Carried. And this book is about some people, actually some of the people carried off to the it's from Vietnam. Okay. That's not what I thought it was. I thought this was about people in the... Oh, I know what this is about. This is about people in, it's about soldiers in the Vietnam War. It's about things that they carried with them as they fought. So, again, another thing that I like to read is war stories, and this is definitely one of them. Usually historical fiction, not necessarily true stories, depending on the story. Because some autobiographies can be really dry, some can be very, very intense. So I'm hoping this should be good. I'll put that one back over there. Great Expectations by Charles Dickens. I'm not sure if I'm looking excited to read this, because look how little the print is. And then look how big it is. I don't know if, it's not that I am disheartened by the size, necessarily, because I don't mind reading long books. It's 518 pages, which Harry Potter was longer than that. But it's time thing. It's a time thing. Like, do I have that much time to read 500 pages? I don't know. We'll see. So, and this one is called Jude the Obscure by Thomas Hardy. Really? By Tom Hardy? Really? So, yeah. I'm reading the back, sorry. Apparently he falls in love with a cousin. That's concerning. And it's a rated R film. That's awesome. The film is rated R, so this book should be interesting. So is Atonement, and I'm gonna read that one. But that one has Benedict Cumberbatch in it. It doesn't have... Oh, this one has Christopher Eccleston in it. Really? That is Christopher Eccleston. That's Christopher Eccleston right there. That's Doctor Number 9 from Doctor Who. I bought a shirt yesterday. It says, "Trust me, I'm the Doctor," and it's got David Tennant's face on it. I'm very excited about that. Oh, so yeah. Hold on, sorry. So that is my... I'm stiff from sitting here. That is my to-read/book haul. And I wasn't very informative about it, but it'll be better once I start reading. So, judging by the pile of... You don't really want to see this mess. Judging by the pile of books I have to read, I would say I need to get started right away. So, I'm gonna just do that. And I will TTYL. Bye. Nerd out.